So in macroeconomics, now there are so many terms which we use, like some of the terms you have seen, some of the terms like what is circular flow of income that we use very often in macroeconomics. Factor income, the word factor income we use very often in macroeconomics. Factor services, factor payments, physical flow, nominal flow. So you should understand whenever these terms are used. That is why first we have to familiarize with these terms. We have to know what these terms are. So you don't know the what is factor payment, factor services, factor income. So during the course of discussion, you won't be able to understand it. That's why in the initial stages, you are given some in the introductory chapters, you are given the basic terms for introduction. Okay, so you have seen these terms, and today you will see the term domestic territory. Have any idea about domestic territory? What must be the word meaning of domestic territory? When you hear the word domestic territory, what comes to your mind? बोलो, कुछ तो आता होगा.
area within the countries.
Okay, good. Anybody else? When you hear the term domestic territory, अपने मन में क्या आता है? कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा है किसी के मन में?
Territory of the nation.
हाँ बेटा?
Political territory.
Territory of the nation.
Okay, okay. Anything else anybody wants to share? Anybody else wants to share anything?
Geographical territory.
Yes, exactly. Whatever you said is correct. Whatever you all said is correct. Okay. So what is domestic territory? It's also known as economic territory. Domestic territory or economic territory. Let us understand it in terms of economics. Okay. When in economics we use the term domestic territory or economic territory, what is its meaning? And mostly we use this word domestic territory in national income accounting. National income accounting. That we will do. That we will do in detail. What is national income and what is national income accounting? We will do in detail. There you will hear this word, hear this particular word very often. Domestic territory. That is income derived from domestic territory. Okay. So there you will get this word very often, domestic territory or economic territory. And you know, normally what is its meaning? The political frontiers of a country. Domestic territory means the political frontiers of the country. When you check a political map, you know some lines are being made. That's the frontier. That's the limit of the country. So in the normal meaning, so for in the ordinary layman's language, or for a common man, what do you mean by a territory, domestic territory? That means the political frontiers of the country. क्या limit है अपनी country का? वो जो कहाँ तक बना है? So that is what something happened inside that territory that is known as the domestic territory. Okay, but in economics, some more wider sense, we will consider it has some wider sense in economics. That means, in addition to this political frontiers, of course, first of all, you have to understand that when it is in the political frontiers of the country, it is the domestic territory. सबसे पहला अपना कंडीशन ये है, अपने political frontiers के अंदर है क्या? If it is inside our political frontiers, we will call it as domestic territory. But it has some wider sense also. What is a wider sense? That means some exceptions. Okay, some exceptions are there to this political frontier concept. Normally, what is the domestic territory? the political frontiers of a country, suppose the political frontiers of India, if something happened in the political frontiers of India, we will consider it as the domestic territory of India. Suppose something happened in the political frontiers of Japan, we will consider it as the domestic territory of Japan. So the first condition is that itself. What is it? Political frontiers of a country. That is the domestic territory. But it has some other wider sense also. That means it also include, what else it include? It includes the political boundary itself, but it also include, suppose some examples like, you take example of some ships and aircraft, shift, ships and aircraft owned and operated by normal residents. I repeat, ship and aircraft, ships and aircraft, which is owned by the normal resident of the country between two or more countries. Suppose an Indian owned ship or an Indian owned aircraft which is flying or operated between Russia and Japan, okay, between India and Singapore, but it is owned by the normal resident of a country. It's a part of domestic territory of India because it is owned by the normal resident of the country. Because you know, ships and aircraft, normally the operation is like that. Will be, the operation will be between countries, between different countries, must be between Russia and Japan, must be between Russia and other country, or must be between China or some other country, between India or US. So it can be, the area of operation is like that, related to ships and aircraft. And it will be considered as in which domestic territory? If it is owned by a normal resident of India. If it is owned and operated by a normal resident of India, then what we will consider? We will consider it as the part of the domestic territory of India. So just understand, if it is operated by an Indian resident can be an Indian institution like Air India also. It can be an institution or it can be an Indian resident. If it is owned and operated by an Indian resident, wherever it operates, must be between Russia and Japan, wherever it operates, it's a part of the domestic territory of India because it is owned and operated by an Indian resident. And you will see in more in detail who is called Indian resident afterwards. Now you just understand this. Okay, so what will be, suppose another plane which is operated by Japan Airways. It is, listen to the question. Airways which is operated by Japan Airways between India and Japan. It will be considered as the domestic territory of, किसकी domestic territory में आएगा वो?
Japan.
Japan. Why? Because it is owned and operated by the Japan resident. When it is owned and operated by a Japan resident or a Japan institution, even though the area of operation between India and Japan, that will be considered as in the domestic territory of Japan. So that is the difference. So you just have to, even though we know domestic territory concept आपने पढ़ लिया है, that means the political frontiers. The political frontiers जिसके अंदर है, but here it will not work. यहाँ पर आपको ये देखना है कि it is owned and operated by whom. If it is owned and operated by Japan, it will come under the Japan territory. If it is owned and operated by India, even though the flight is between Russia and Japan, it will be considered as in the Indian territory. So that means the ships and aircraft, they have such a kind of operation between countries they operate. So what will be considered? It is owned by whom will be considered. Because it cannot be, we cannot put it in the Russian territory, we cannot put it in the Japan territory. दोनों में मतलब they are flying between the operating between Russia and Japan, and it is owned by another person who is in India, so it will be considered in the Indian territory. So that is the case with ships and aircraft owned and operated by normal resident between two or more countries. So जो own कर रहा है उसकी territory में माना जाएगा. So that is one exception to what you have studied there, political frontiers में जब operation होता है. Then you can even see the fishing vessels. Fishing vessels, oil, natural gas rigs, and floating platforms operated by the resident of the country in the international waters where they have got the exclusive right of operation. I repeat, ये जो फिशिंग बोट्स वगैरह है इंटरनेशनल वाटर में जाके परमिशन लेके काम करता है. इंटरनेशनल वाटर इंडियन ओशन में और उधर जाके रिग्स और फ्लोटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर द एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ ऑयल एक्सट्रैक्शन के लिए ऑयल एंड नेचुरल गैस रिग्स बनाते हैं और फ्लोटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म बनाते हैं नेचुरल गैस एक्सट्रैक्शन के लिए और उसको ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए सब ये सब चीज बनाते हैं. सो कहाँ बनाते हैं? इट इज नॉट लाइक इन द टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया करके कोई जरूरी नहीं है. वी कैन हैव दिस ऑपरेशन इन द इंटरनेशनल वाटर्स आफ्टर गेटिंग द एक्सक्लूसिव राइट ऑफ ऑपरेशन. हमको लाइसेंस लेके राइट लेके वहां ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं हम इंटरनेशनल वाटर्स में, but that will be considered as the domestic territory of India. So ये फिशिंग बोट वगैरह हमने जो इंटरनेशनल वाटर्स में काम कर रहे हैं और फ्लोटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म और नेचुरल गैस जो भी एक्सट्रैक्शन हम लोग कर रहे हैं, ये एक्टिविटी कहाँ कर रहे करके माना जाएगा? इन द डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया, बिकॉज these are, yeah, complete the sentence, operated by the residents of the country. When it is operated by the residents of a country, okay, even though it is in the international waters, as they have the exclusive right of operation, they have attained the right of operation, they are the resident of our country, even though they are working in the international waters, they are deemed to be, they are they will be treated as the part of domestic territory of India. So that is the particular characteristics of such kind of operation. Ships, aircraft का भी ले लो, that fly between the countries or operate between the countries. Fishing vessels भी international waters में रहता है, ये नहीं कि इंडिया के अंदर के वाटर में ही रहता है. Oil and natural rigs और फ्लोटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म वगैरह है जो भी एक्सट्रैक्ट करके उसको ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के लिए सब बनाया जाता है. ये सब चीज दे आर डन इन द इंटरनेशनल वाटर, इवन दो इट इज इंटरनेशनल एरिया में मतलब ऑपरेट करते हैं, that will be treated as the domestic territory of India if it is operated by the resident of India, or if it is operated by some other resident, it will be treated as in their domestic territory. अगर इंडिया ऑपरेट कर रहा है इंडिया का माना जाएगा, अगर कोई दूसरा कंट्री उसको ऑपरेट कर रहा है तो उनका माना जाएगा, irrespective of the fact that where are they working, in which particular area they are working. So that's a kind of the work like of fishing vessels, oil and natural gas, rigs and floating platform, etc. Okay, I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Is it clear to you? ये दोनों पॉइंट कौन कौन सा पॉइंट देखा आपने? शिप एंड एयरक्राफ्ट का देखा और फिशिंग वेसल्स, ओके, और जो फिशिंग बोट्स वगैरह ऑपरेट करते हैं और नेचुरल गैस रिग्स एंड फ्लोटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म, ये सो जो मतलब एक्सट्रैक्शन के लिए जो यूज करते हैं, ये सब that will be treated as the part of domestic territory of India if it is owned by the resident of India, or as you can say resident of which country is owning it, okay, or that particular domestic it is deemed to be of that particular domestic territory of that particular country, domestic territory of that particular country. So that's it. And the next term, embassies. You might have heard the word embassies, okay, Russian embassy, American embassy, Pakistan embassy. So there are some like foreign offices in India like embassy, consulates and military establishment of a country. Okay, for example, Indian embassy in Russia, it is Indian embassy, but it is operating in Russia. It will be a part of domestic territory of India. So Indian embassy, it is as it is an Indian embassy, even though the area of operation is in Russia, it will be treated as a part of the domestic territory of India. Okay, then embassy I have told, and then I told consulate. What is consulate? It's an office. Consulate means an office or building used by the consul or like commissioned by the government to visit a foreign country to promote the interest of the country in other, I mean, the relationship keep करने के लिए, maintain करने के लिए एक office जो बनाते हैं उसको consulate बोलते हैं. Foreign relations, I mean, smooth करने के लिए और relationship keep करने के लिए, the office which is used as a consul. Okay, that is known as consulate. So Indian consulate, even though it is in another country, it will be treated as a part of Indian territory. So embassies हो गया, consulate हो गया, military establishment. ये सब exempted from the fact. Even though it is located in the other country, it will be treated as the part of the domestic territory of the country where it belongs. Domestic territory of the country where it belongs. Okay, is it clear? Like, what did I say the last point? Embassies, consulate, and military establishment of a foreign country or of a country that will be treated as the part of domestic territory of that particular country itself. So, I mean, there is nothing to get confused. बस इतना याद रखना है, if you get a particular question, I mean, foreign embassy or Russian embassy working in India. I will give you an example. A Russian embassy working in India. Okay, you just tell me, it's a part of domestic territory of India or not?
No,
It's a part of domestic territory of India or not?
No, ma'am.
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Why? Yes, correct. Why? It is a Russian embassy. Even though it is working in India, it's a Russian embassy. So it will be treated as the domestic territory in the domestic territory of Russia, not of India. That only you have to understand. Indian embassy, when there is an Indian embassy, even though it is working in Russia or any other country, Japan or any other country, it will be treated as a part of the domestic territory of India. Okay, so that is the exception. So embassies, consulate, and military establishment of a foreign country. Embassies, consulate, and military establishment. Listen to what I'm saying. Embassies, consulate, and military establishment of a foreign country in India. किसमें आएगा? इंडिया के टेरिटरी में आएगा क्या?
No, ma'am.
I repeat, embassies, consulates, and military establishment of a foreign country. For example, Russian embassy in India is a part of domestic territory of
Russia.
Russia. Very good. It's a domestic territory, will come in the domestic territory of Russia. Where Indian embassy in any other country will come under the territory of India. Japan embassy भी ऐसे ही होगा. It will, wherever it work, it will come under the domestic territory of Japan. Okay, so don't get confused. Whenever you get an item, to understand, like suppose कोई भी item आपको मिल रहा है कि Russian embassy in India, in which particular domestic territory it will come. So देखना ये है कि सबसे पहले आपको पता है, सबसे पहले क्या देखना है, अपनी पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री में है क्या, इंडिया की पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री में है क्या. Then that's the first condition. Second condition, हमने कुछ exceptions पढ़ा है, वो exceptions देख लेना. Then you can rule out things. Okay, so सबसे पहले हमने पढ़ा है domestic territory means the political frontiers. Domestic territory of India means the political frontiers of India. फिर उसके बाद आपने जो exceptions पढ़ा है उसको देख लेना. आपने ये पढ़ा है ships and aircraft owned and operated by the normal residents between two or more countries, between any country, as it is operated by the normal resident of India, it will be, if it is, operated by the normal resident of India, it will be considered as the domestic territory of India. Okay, आप ऐसे बोलो फिर. Ships and aircraft owned and operated by the normal residents between 2 or more countries by Japan or by Singapore, वो उनका domestic territory में आ जाएगा. And who operates it, who own it, that's the thing in the case of ships and aircraft. You just understand that. So it will come in the domestic territory of that particular country which own it. Owned and operated by normal resident of which country, उस उनके domestic territory में आ जाएगा. So that was the first exception you have seen. And the second वाला क्या था? Fishing vessels, then oil and natural gas rigs जो भी extraction के लिए जाते हैं, floating platform operated by, ये सब residents of the country, which particular country's resident operating it. On the basis of that, the domestic territory will be decided. So if it is owned by an Indian fisherman or an Indian institution, it will come under domestic territory of India, irrespective of the fact where is it operated. If it is conducted by or it is operated by a Russian resident or a Russian institution, irrespective of the area of operation, that will be considered as their, that is Russian domestic territory. And the terms I used were fishing vessels, oil and natural gas rigs, floating platform, etc. Okay. Then what was the third point I explained? Embassies, consulates, and military establishment. Embassies, consulates, and military establishment of a country, even though it is located abroad, of a country, it is located abroad, it will be a part of the particular country. Okay, that means even though it is located in the other country, Indian embassy is in the Indian territory. So these are the three things you have to keep in mind. So अगर एक foreign embassy है, तो उन्हीं का टेरिटरी के अंदर रहेगा if it is in India even. India में है, but it is owned by, it is a Russian embassy, so it will come under the Russian territory. Or next, another point I like to say, share is, you might have heard about the international organization, like what are the international organization? Can you name a few international organization? आपने social science में सब पढ़ा है international organizations के बारे में. क्या क्या है international organization? कुछ नहीं सुना international organizations के बारे में? Yes or no? बोलो.
मैम MNC.
हाँ बेटा, MNC मल्टीनेशनल कॉर्पोरेट्स है, बट इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नॉर्मली किसको कहा जाता है? यूएनओ हो गया,
NGOs, IGOs,
यूनाइटेड नेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो गया, यूनेस्को हो गया, ये सब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में आपने पढ़ा ना, ये सब इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में आएगा, है ना? आएगा कि नहीं?
यस मैम. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes. Okay, we will see more about it. अभी मैं कुछ you just to revise it, I will give you some question. You just tell me it will come under the domestic territory or what. An Indian company in London, किस में आएगा? I repeat, an Indian company, मेरा क्वेश्चन पहले पूरा सुनो. An Indian company in London किसकी डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा?
London.
Yes. So in this case, don't get हमने ये नहीं बोला इंडियन कंपनी का एक्सेप्शन हमने क्या पढ़ा है? In the case of resident operated exception हमने क्या पढ़ा है? Ships, aircraft, natural gas और rigs और platform जो बना है, then embassies, consulate जो exception पढ़ा है उसको याद रखना. but this is an Indian company. The area of operation is in London. So where is it located? यहाँ पर कौन सा first वाला condition आपको, I mean, it will come into effect. What is the first condition? First condition is in the political boundary of London. So this company is in the political boundary of London. So it will not come under Indian territory. So an Indian company in London, किसकी domestic territory में आएगा?
London.
London. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
मैं सबसे पूछ रही हूँ.
No, ma'am.
I mean, sometimes the students have some doubt. It is an Indian company, so it should be Indian company means owned and operated by Indians. So why it is not domestic territory? Students ask. But here now we have studied clearly when the situation is when it is operated by ships and aircraft. उसका area of operation का by default उसका working ऐसा ही है. Operate between the countries. So exceptions में नहीं आता है. That is why it will not come under the domestic territory of India. It will come only in the domestic territory of the country. That an Indian company, whatever Indian company, wherever it is located, in London है तो London की territory में आएगा. Russia में है तो Russia की territory में आएगा. It will come like that. Next, a Microsoft office in India.
India.
Indian territory. In India. देखो, it is in India. Microsoft office in India. So it will come under Indian territory. That means domestic territory. Microsoft office in India will come under domestic territory. Then, a company in India owned by a Japanese. I repeat, a company in India owned by Japanese. इसमें
Japan.
आएगा,
Japan.
sorry, company in India owned by Japanese.
I'm Indian.
India.
डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा बेटा. इन इंडिया है ना, सबसे पहले ये देखना है कि इन इंडिया है क्या. इन इंडिया है, उसके बाद फिर एक्सेप्शन में जाना. ये तो इन इंडिया है तो आपने डिसाइड कर लिया. आप ये देखो कि एक्सेप्शन में किसी में आ रहा है क्या. नो. सो इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज इन द डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया because is in India. Japanese company in India. Now, Office of Reliance Industries in New York. Office of Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries तो इंडिया का है, ये तो पता है ना सबको, पता है.
India.
Yes, ma'am.
ऑफिस ऑफ रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज इन न्यूयॉर्क कहां पर, डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा क्या? बोलो. ऑफिस ऑफ रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज.
No, ma'am.
सॉरी,
Ma'am, domestic territory में नहीं आएगा.
बेटा यू आर नॉट क्लियर. एक मिनट, लेट मी चेक. एक मिनट देना बेटा. व्हाट वाज माय क्वेश्चन? एक मिनट. Yes. Kanak, you were asking something?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm saying that it will not come in domestic territory.
Okay, it will not come. Which one I said बेटा? एक मिनट. ऑफिस ऑफ रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज इन न्यूयॉर्क. देखो, सबसे पहले ये देखना है कि इन कहां पर है ये. दिस इज इन न्यूयॉर्क. सो इंडिया की पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री में तो नहीं आ रहा है, तो फर्स्ट कंडीशन तो रूल आउट हो गया, डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में नहीं आएगा. बाकी जो एक्सेप्शंस में ये आ रहे हैं क्या, एम्बेसी, शेल्स, कॉन्सुलेट, वो सब में नहीं आ रहा है, तो ये तो डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी को इंडिया में नहीं आएगा. Is it clear? Any confusion in this? Any confusion? Speak out
No,
if
ma'am.
you have any doubt. अब देखो, branch of foreign bank in India,
Ma'am, India.
domestic territory of India. Branch of foreign bank, but it is in India. तो सबसे पहले हम देखेंगे पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री ऑफ इंडिया में है क्या? यस. फिर एक्सेप्शन में आ रहा है क्या? नो. So it's a branch of foreign bank in India. It will come in the domestic territory of India. Now listen carefully. Indian embassy in Japan. Divya answer दो बेटा. Indian embassy in Japan. किसकी डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा?
Japan.
Indian embassy in Japan.
Indian.
कहां पर आएगा? जापान की डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा क्या?
Ma'am, Indian.
क्यों? एक्सेप्शन में आ गया. नॉर्मली इन जापान है तो हम बोलते हैं कि ये जापान की टेरिटरी में है, बट सेकेंड कंडीशन में आ जाओ, दिस इज एन एक्सेप्शन. If an Indian embassy, Indian consulate, or Indian military establishment, wherever it works, it will be treated as in the Indian territory. Okay? Clear? Vaishnavi, next. Branch of State Bank of India in China. Bank of SBI in China. Vaishnavi, you have to answer. Branch of State Bank of India in China. Why she's not speaking? एक minute, देखने दो. Branch of SBI in China.
Ma'am, India.
Branch of SBI in China, beta. In China, so it will not come in India. Bank of SBI in China. Where is the area of operation? In China. So it will not come under. It will not come under the area of operation of India. So Indian domestic territory में नहीं आएगा. Exception में भी नहीं आ रहा बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. हमने एक्सेप्शन में क्या क्या पढ़ा है? एम्बेसी, कॉन्सुलेट, मिलिट्री एस्टैब्लिशमेंट, शिप्स हो गया, एयरक्राफ्ट हो गया, और फिशिंग वेसल्स हो गया, ये सब पढ़ा ना. स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया तो नहीं पढ़ा हमने, है ना. तो इट इज ऑपरेटिंग इन चाइना, सो इट विल बी इंडियन टेरिटरी में आएगा कि चाइना की टेरिटरी में आएगा? वैष्णवी बोलो.
Yes, ma'am.
किसमें आएगा?
Ma'am, China.
ओके. और नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. रशियन एम्बेसी इन इंडिया. एक मिनट में, लेट मी सेलेक्ट. रशियन एम्बेसी इन इंडिया इंडियन टेरिटरी में आएगा क्या? स्वस्तिका.
Yes, ma'am.
क्वेश्चन नहीं सुनना. रशियन
Ma'am,
एम्बेसी इन इंडिया किसके
Ma'am, India.
इंडियन टेरिटरी में आएगा? रशियन एम्बेसी.
Yes.
इंडियन एम्बेसी भी इंडियन टेरिटरी में आएगा कहीं पर भी हो, और रशियन एम्बेसी भी इंडिया में आएगा कहीं पर भी हो. ऐसा है क्या? हमने पढ़ा
No,
था.
ma'am.
फिर
Ma'am,
रशियन
embassy
एम्बेसी.
in Russia.
हाँ, रशियन एम्बेसी है तो रशिया की डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा. इसका मतलब इंडियन की डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में नहीं आएगा. ठीक है?
Yes,
गॉट
ma'am.
इट? अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, ma'am.
एक और है. टाटा रेंटेड इट्स बिल्डिंग टू गूगल इन अमेरिका. टाटा मतलब इंडियन कंपनी rented its building to Google in America. ये किसमें आएगा प्रियांशु? इंडियन टेरिटरी में आएगा कि?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
टाटा rented its building to Google in America. ये वोट इज हु रेज द हैंड फॉर वोट, अमेरिका में आएगा कि इंडिया में आएगा? ओके,
America.
यस इट इज इन अमेरिका, गूगल इन अमेरिका। सो सबसे पहले आपको पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री देखना है। सबसे पहले क्या देखना है? पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री। अगर इन इंडिया है तो इंडियन टेरिटरी, इन एनी अदर कंट्री उनकी टेरिटरी में आएगा। उसके बाद ही देखना एक्सेप्शन वाली चीज में एक सब आ रहे हैं क्या, देन यू रूल इट आउट। ऐसे ही देखना है। ओके लेट मी प्रेजेंट। 1 मिनट में मतलब ज्यादा हो गया, स्टिल आई वांट टू प्रेजेंट इट, अदरवाइज तुम लोग है ना, bear me for 1 more minute. See, these are the questions. अरे बाप रे, 1 minute. Can you see? Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
देखो ये स्क्रीन में है ना, 1 मिनट जूम करती हूँ मैं। या ये देखो सबसे पहले वाला, एन इंडियन कंपनी इन लंदन। ये तो डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में नहीं आएगा बिकॉज इट इज इन लंदन। इन लंदन है, इसका एरिया ऑफ ऑपरेशन लंदन है, तो इस ए डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में नहीं आएगा। वो इंडियन कंपनी है, इन एम्बेसी है, शिप है, वो कुछ भी नहीं है, इट इज इन लंदन, सो इट विल नॉट कम अंडर द डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया। अभी नेक्स्ट देखो, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ऑफिस इन इंडिया, ये तो इंडिया के अंदर है, ये तो इंडिया के अंदर है, इंडिया की पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री में है, तो डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आ जाएगा। और सेकंड चीज ये देखना है, अगर दूसरी कंट्री की एम्बेसी हो, दूसरी कंट्री की शिप हो, दूसरी कंट्री की रिक्स हो, वो सब नहीं आएगा। लेकिन वो सब नहीं है, ये एक ऑफिस है। सो एनीथिंग अदर देन दैट वर्किंग इन इंडिया will come under domestic territory. The third one, company in India owned by a Japanese. It's a company, not in the exceptions, whatever we have studied. In India, it is in India, a company in India, so it will come under the domestic territory of India. Then, Office of Reliance Industries in New York, तो ये तो न्यूयॉर्क की डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में जाएगा। रिलायंस इंडस्ट्री न्यूयॉर्क में मतलब इंडस्ट्री डाला है, ऑफिस डाला है, तो न्यूयॉर्क की इसमें जाएगा। हमने उसमें जो एक्सेप्शंस में ये सब नहीं पढ़ा, हमने जो पढ़ा है बस उसको याद रखना। शिप्स, एयरक्राफ्ट, फिशिंग वेसल्स, रिग्स, वो सब भी पढ़ा है, ये सब इसमें नहीं है। वो जो भी एक्सेप्शन है वही एक्सेप्ट करना। अदरवाइज इन इंडिया है तो डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी, इन एनी अदर कंट्री उनकी डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा। देखो नेक्स्ट, ब्रांच ऑफ फॉरेन बैंक इन इंडिया कहां पर आएगा? डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा क्या? ब्रांच ऑफ फॉरेन बैंक इन इंडिया इंडिया की डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में है क्या? हेलो, एम आई देयर इन द मीट?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी किसका आएगा? बैंक ऑफ, ब्रांच ऑफ फॉरेन बैंक
India.
इन इंडिया,
India.
इंडियन डोमेस्टिक
India.
टेरिटरी, इंडिया की डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा। इंडियन एम्बेसी इन जापान,
India.
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 इंडिया में आएगा, इंडिया की डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा। ब्रांच ऑफ स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया इन चाइना,
China.
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 चाइना की डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में आएगा, मतलब अपनी डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में नहीं आएगा। रशियन एम्बेसी इन इंडिया,
Russia.
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 रशिया में आएगा, मतलब अपनी डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में नहीं आएगा। देन टाटा रेंटेड इट्स बिल्डिंग टू गूगल इन अमेरिका,
America.
America.
अमेरिका की रेसिडेंट में टेरिटरी में आएगा, अपनी डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी में नहीं आएगा। ओके, सो यू जस्ट गो थ्रू दिस एग्जांपल्स एंड फाइंड आउट। इसमें कंफ्यूज होने की जरूरत नहीं है। सबसे पहले देखो किसके पॉलिटिकल फ्रंटियर में है, उसकी कंट्री का रहेगा, फिर उसके बाद एक्सेप्शंस देखना। हम लोगों ने कुछ एक्सेप्शन पढ़ा है, उसमें आ रहा है क्या, दैट इज द ओनली थिंग यू हैव टू रूल आउट। ओके, 1 मिनट, 1 मिनट। Okay then. Sairam, take care.
Sarah
Sarah
ma'am.
ma'am.
Sairam, beta, Sairam.
Sarah ma'am.
Sairam, take care.
Sarah ma'am.
Sairam, beta.